Hello and welcome everyone to the Prince George's County Community College Resources Career Chat. This is being hosted by the Prince George's County Memorial Library System. And thank you all for agreeing to be okay with recording this session so that we can show other members of the community who were not able to attend tonight. So we're going to go ahead and get started. But before we do, I'm just going to go over some housekeeping things, and then we're going to introduce ourselves. So the first housekeeping thing is to make sure you are muted. It looks like everyone has complied with that. So thank you, so that we don't have any additional distractions. Also, if you're a presenter, if you wouldn't mind turning your phone off or on vibrate. So just in case while you're speaking, you don't get any interruptions. If you have any questions, type those questions in the chat box, and then we will answer those questions throughout the presentation or at the end of the presentation during the last 30 minutes. So feel free to ask questions at any time. I have provided a link in the chat for you to be able to view the presentation. This is a Prezi presentation, and as long as you have internet, you can just click the link and you can view the slides at any time, even after we're done with the presentation tonight. I've also included the contact information of our speakers, so you can reach out to them via email if you have any additional questions. So we are going to go ahead and introduce ourselves. I am Shannon Crooks, the Librarian 3 with the Prince George's County Memorial Library System. And we're going to continue with the staff from the library system, then we'll go to the community college staff.
Yes, hello, my name is Zachary Jones. I'm a Library Associate 2 at the Largo Kettering Library Branch for the Prince George's County Memorial Library System.
Hello, everyone. My name is Yasin. I'm with the Prince George's County Memorial Library System, and I'm a Library Associate 2. I'm also with the Workforce Development Team.
Thank you. And whoever wants to go from the Prince George's Community College staff.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Jocelyn Kennedy, and I'm the program coordinator for our Sustainable Energy and Workforce Development at Prince George's Community College.
Welcome.
Hi, I'll go next. My name is Adrian Crowell, and I'm a program coordinator for continuing education allied health programs in the STEM division at Prince George's Community College.
Welcome.
Good afternoon. My name is Tamika Babur, and I am the Office and Facility Manager at one of our extension centers under the Skills Trades for Prince George's Community College. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us. Is that everybody? Did we miss anybody?
Hi, my name is Marquino Stewart. I'm the coordinator of recruitment and community outreach at Prince George's Community College.
Okay. And then Emanuel had to step out. He had an emergency, so.
And we also have Ms. Harper, I believe.
Yes. Harper. We can't hear you. Maybe your volume is down. Yes.
Okay, sorry. I'm Latoya Harper Williams, and I am the Career and Education Adult Advisor for Prince George's Community College for the Adult Education Program.
Yes, thank you. Welcome, welcome. I believe I got everyone. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen so that you can see the presentation here. And again, the link to the presentation is in the chat, so you should be able to access it from there. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So I'm pretty sure you've wondered what resources are available at the Prince George's Community College that are low cost, that are, easy for you to get to and participate in, because I know some of us are continuing to work. And so that's why the library system wanted to do this program in partnership with Prince George's Community College, is to show you exactly what they have to offer. So during the program tonight, we're going to talk about apprenticeships, certifications, and just overall resources to help you strengthen your career skills. We're going to talk about the recruitment of the college. We're going to talk about automotive and distribution, allied STEM programs, skilled trade certifications, sustainable energy programs, and adult education. So if at any time during our presenters' presentation you have any questions, please enter those in the chat and we'll try to answer them throughout the presentation or at the end of the presentation. So we're going to start off with recruitment, and Marquino Stewart is going to tell us about that.
Hello again, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here with you all. I miss a face-to-face, but it's wonderful to be able to meet you all via the internet. All right, so my role as a recruiter basically entails me visiting with individuals and talking about their process they would follow to enter community college at PGCC and talk about various resources that are offered. So today I'm going to briefly talk about some of the credit enrollment and continuing education or non-credit enrollment. So let's begin with the enrollment steps. The very first step for any brand new student at PGCC will be to complete the application. There's normally a $25 application fee. But we are waiving the application fee currently, so you do not have to pay for that. After you complete the application and submit it online, whether you're pursuing credit or non-credit side, the next step will be to set up your OwlLink account, and that's your student portal that you can access courses, you can register and make payments and view your schedule. After you activate your OwlLink account, students who are pursuing the credit route would have to complete a new student orientation online. That's about half an hour. It's completely free, and it goes over a few brief videos and asks you some simple questions pertaining to your enrollment that you would have learned during those videos. After you complete that, we strongly urge students to complete the FAFSA application or any sort of scholarship or grant applications that are in place. Ideally, you want to complete the FAFSA as soon as possible. It opens up October 1st of each school year, so you definitely want to do that as soon as possible. But if you haven't done it yet, we encourage students to do it around the time they do the orientation or shortly after. It's important to get those in as early as possible. After that now, students will complete a brand new student placement test. You have the option to skip it though. So again, if you're anything like me, you want to skip the test. So you can definitely turn in some exemption information. Your GPA, if you have a cumulative 3.0 high school GPA or higher, you could potentially skip that test. If you've taken the SAT or ACT exams, there's also opportunity to skip that as well. Or if you have prior college experience, we'll be able to exempt you from the test. If you have to take the test, we're going to assess your knowledge of math and English. Following the test is the all-important advisor meeting. You'll get to talk with them about your interests, what you want to do as a career path. And they'll sit down and go over the courses that you're eligible to start with. And they'll also talk with you about some opportunities at PGCC and outside of the institution, if they're aware of any, that can help lead you into that career field. After you're done with the advisor, you're ready to register for classes through your OwlLink account. And then you want to ensure that your payment arrangements are in place, whether you're using financial aid or if you're paying out of pocket. We have a payment plan option as well if you can't afford to pay everything in one. And then following that, you're ready to go to class and get your materials together. So that basically is the summary of the enrollment steps. All right, on to our next step. So after you complete the enrollment steps, students who are interested in pursuing continuing education now would have a shorter journey through the steps. They would basically stop right after they set up the OwlLink account because they're ready to register for classes. Now, there's some programs that require you to go through a testing piece or turning any potential career experience in the field. But apart from that, you're ready to register for your classes. So their steps for the continuing education and non-credit side are a little shorter. You select your program when you're completing the application, set up OwlLink, and you're good to go. Please ensure that you look for scholarships, and you'll hear a bit more about them shortly, but there are plenty of scholarships available to students who are pursuing non-credit options. And I'll talk about one shortly as well. So to kind of give you an overview of how we structure things at a college, I'm going to talk about something called Pathways. Pathways was implemented at PGCC, and it's supposed to make the student experience easier and allow students to go through the enrollment process easier. Now, when it comes to choosing programs, sometimes students are a little unsure. So the Pathways has simplified the program options and put them into neat categories. There are 10 pathways altogether. Some of them include education options, public safety and law, allied health and nursing, information technology, and several more. So the pathways allow students to choose what area they want to go into and also look at various program opportunities that are available that help lead you into careers. So their credit and non-credit courses and programs that are offered under the pathways. I touched on the credit a little bit a while ago, but when we look at both options, let's take IT, for example, you will be able to get a certificate in the information technology program. Some of them allow you to complete the certification requirements in a few days, some of them a few weeks, some a few months. Now, when we move on to the associate degree options, those typically take about 2 years to complete as a full-time student. So both programs will be offered credit and non-credit certifications and associate's degrees under the pathways. And again, they're there to simplify your options and show you exactly what you need to do to transition through PGCC and move on to a career. Or if you choose to further your education, options are also there and aligned within the pathways. So let's talk a little bit about costs. A lot of you are really worried about it. So if you're going to take credit classes and you're a Prince George's County resident, you're paying $107 per credit for the tuition, right? If you're out of the county, but still in Maryland, it's $202 per credit. And if you're out of state, it's $304 per credit. Everyone has to pay the same fee. So there's a $47 per credit instructional services fee. And then there's a $25 registration fee, which is flat. So when you're comparing the cost of attending community college to a four-year school, and I could tell you about that, you're paying normally about half the cost per semester. When I left PGCC and went to Maryland, my tuition doubled. So that in itself should tell you how affordable community colleges will be. If you're taking non-credit courses now, those courses will have specific pricing attached to them. So you want to double check our non-credit booklet online, or if you look in our OurLink portal, it'll also show you the course pricing. Now, a lot of you are here to hear about the financial options. So the FAFSA, the Free Application for Federal Student Aid, is an amazing opportunity for students to help them afford their college education. A lot of students are eligible for what are called grants, like the Pell Grant or state grants. That's free money that you don't have to pay back. So a lot of students are able to go to PGCC and get most, if not all, of their bill covered by grants. So again, there's a Pell Grant from the federal government, and there are a lot of state grants, but you have to meet those deadlines. It opens up October 1st. The Maryland deadline is March 1st. That's a priority deadline. First come, first serve. You could turn it in after, but try to get it submitted as soon as possible before March 1st. So you'll be at the top of the list to get those grants if you're eligible. Now, if you're not a documented student, you can complete the MISFA, the Maryland State Financial Aid Application. It opens October 1st and it's due June 30th. That is a hard deadline, and that's for students to get free money from the state of Maryland to help pay for your education. Now, one other major thing I want to talk about, two. The Maryland Community College Promise Scholarship is for students who are interested in going to community college and pursuing their traditional education, pursuing a degree or credit-based certificate, ideally a degree. But the Prince George's County Promise Scholarship now is an amazing opportunity because it could benefit you on the credit or the non-credit side. So if you're taking credit classes, beautiful. If you want to look at some non-credit programs, a lot of the programs that lead you to particular career paths will be covered by the Prince George's County Promise Scholarship. So that's free money you don't have to pay back, and you can afford a degree or a licensure certification for free. So if you are eligible, or if you have questions about it, please search for the Prince George's County Promise Scholarship on our website, and the application is short. Now, on the last slide, you'll be able to see my contact information and the contact information for my office, and you'll also see that in the link that you'll get. So please feel free to reach out. And if you have any questions, please feel free to let me know in the chat. Thank you so much.
Sorry about that. Having a few technical issues, letting people in. Thank you, Marquino. We feel like life is an open book, so we hope you're ready to turn the next page to a new exciting career or gain resources to lead you to a new career. Next up, we had Emanuel Osborne, but he had to step out. He had an emergency. So he was going to talk to you about the automotive repair and refinishing, automotive technology, commercial driver's license, class A and B, and driver's education that's available. He's not here, unfortunately. So what you can
I can help with that. Excuse me, I'm sorry. My name is Tony Mara. I'm the program director. Okay. Emanuel had an emergency, as you said, and so I can go over that with everyone.
Yes, thank you so much. So I'll let you go ahead and talk about it.
Okay. Well, good afternoon. realized that I wasn't able to register because it was too late, but thankfully I got in touch with Emanuel and he gave me the information. So as I said, I'm Tony Mara. I'm the program director for the Transportation and Distribution Institute here at the college. And we have many career programs, as well as licensing and certification programs. On the list there, you'll see auto body repair and refinishing. Most of our programs are part-time. I guess the longest program we have is about, I'd say 60 hours as far as one individual program, or we have Automotive Technology, which happens to be a series of programs that you can complete in a little bit over 100 hours, say. So with the Automotive Technology, we have 4 main courses. We have a basic theory, brakes, engine performance, and electrical class, all in the evening. So if people are working, they can sign up for our part-time schedule, usually 2 days a week, from 6 to 9:30 p.m. And we run that class at the Westphalia Training Center. So, you know, we have an instructor that's been with us for many, many years. He's an excellent instructor. The students love him. And it's a very successful program. Usually once you finish the 4 courses within a semester, you could take all 4 of them in one semester, or you can take them over time, one at a time, whenever you can. You will get a continuing education certificate at the end of each program. But once you complete the 4 programs, you should be ready for entry-level employment. You will have enough knowledge and experience at that point to gain entry-level service employment. We also have a automotive body and repair and refinishing program, and that's basically for auto collision repair. We teach the student on principles and practices of auto repair as far as crashes and a lot of, we don't go into some of the framework type of repair, but we go into the body itself, you know, the painting and refinishing and all the materials that are associated with that type of repair. That program is just under 100 hours, and you do come out of it with a national certification. It's called an ICAR certification. And again, you will be eligible for entry-level employment at that point. The next program, commercial driver license, class A and B. Class A is mainly for tractor-trailer drivers. We have 2 vendors that support that program. One is Mr. George's Driving School for the Class A, and the other is ABCDL for the Class B program. Like I said, the A is mainly for tractor-trailer. The B would be for trucks, smaller trucks and buses, single chassis trucks and buses. Each program is relatively short. The A is about 50 hours, the B is about 40 hours. And with each program, you do gain your CDL driver's license and would be ready for entry-level employment. The driver education program is a 36-hour state certified program through Motor Vehicle Administration. That particular program, we have sort of like I guess it's what do you call it? You know, we have online and hands-on. So you can do the virtual 30 hours of classroom online, and you can do the 6 hours behind the wheel. Once you complete that particular program, we schedule you for your driver's license, and when you pass the exam, you will have your driver's license, and that's for any first-time driver in the state of Maryland. You can move on to the next one. Forklift certification is a 1-day industry certification. It's called an OSHA certification. It's mandatory around the nation. In order to operate a heavy equipment forklift, you must have this certification. So it's about 7 hours of training. We get the student familiar with the safety procedures of operating the vehicle. We have them actually lift a pallet, move it from one location to another, and we document his progress through testing and quizzes. And also there are some videos that they would have to sit through as well. Heavy equipment is sort of like the forklift certification. It's a one-day certification driving a heavy equipment backhoe vehicle. And it's sort of same principle. We go over the safety, the operating of the vehicle, the moving of dirt, and maybe digging of a few holes, and just get them acclimated to the vehicle. Actually, this is not a certification like the forklift. This is just a one-day certification from the college itself, whereas the forklift is a industry acknowledged certification. The heavy equipment backhoe course is not. So you're not capable of operating a heavy equipment backhoe in many places with just one day of training. But at least you have your foot in the door if you're going for a job and they know you have that type of training. It is you know, a way to maybe get an entry-level position as something extra on your resume. Small gas engines is our final course. Yeah, did we have motorcycle on the last, I don't think we mentioned motorcycle licensing on the previous one. Yeah, I'll go over the motorcycle as well, but you can go back to the next slide. Driver education, small gas engine, forklift. These are all very short programs. The small gas engine is basically one that teaches students the fundamentals of diagnosing and repairing small gas engine equipment, such as a lawnmower or leaf blower, equipment like that. That is actually, that's about maybe 6 sessions. We put more time into that because of the nature of what we need to teach in that course. It's a lot of hands-on and a lot of theory that goes into that. We also have some motorcycle programs which teach individuals motorcycle safety. We have a 3-day beginner course, and we have a 2-day advanced course for first-time licensed riders in the state of Maryland. And we also have a advanced experienced rider course, which just refreshes people's skills and gets them recertified. So that's pretty much all the programs that we offer at the college under the Transportation and Distribution Department. Do you have any questions for me on any of those programs?
Participants, if you have questions, just put them in the chat and we'll be sure to address those questions.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, next up is Allied Health and STEM with Adrian Crowell. We can't hear you, Adrian.
I'm so sorry. Good afternoon again. First, let me begin by sharing that due to COVID, all our allied health STEM programs are conveniently offered online, require an email address, internet, and computer access, of course, and you will need transportation to visit the campus for our hands-on lab training and to complete your off-site clinical requirement. To achieve social distancing mandates, class sizes are small with no more than 7 to 8 students per class, so early registration is key. Our summer registration will begin on the 1st of March, and fall registration usually occurs around the 1st of June. We have scholarships available for all of these programs, with the exception of our urban agriculture and the Vet 320 online program. So I'll begin with my pharmacy technician program. Now, as you know, pharmacy technicians help licensed physicians, pharmacists prepare and dispense medication. And they work in pharmacies, grocery stores, drugstores, clinics, and hospitals on a full or part-time basis. The program is 5 months in duration and includes 160 hours of clinical experience. It is approved by the Maryland Board of Pharmacy and for VA benefit. We have active partnerships in all areas. This program is offered in the spring and summer/fall semesters, and they meet on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 6:30 to 9:30 p.m. It prepares you also for a pathway in or degree in chemistry. Successful completion of the pharmacy technician program results in Maryland state certification and prepares you to sit for the pharmacy technician certification board exam. Now, the cost of your certification exam is included in your tuition. To participate, you must be 18 years of age, of course, because you're dealing with medication and drugs. Okay, you must have a social security card, high school diploma or equivalent, and you have to have strong skills in math and reading. You must not have a criminal background. There will be background and drug screenings. You must have current immunizations, health insurance, and of course, again, reliable transportation. Your salary considerations, your normal pay runs about $38,566 normally, but highly experienced technicians can earn up to $56,793. However, that depends on where you work. In our dental assisting program, you can make someone smile as a dental assistant. They're highly skilled professionals, of course, who work closely with dentists to provide patient care, take x-rays, maintain records, schedule appointments, typically on a full-time basis during the day. We provide affordable, convenient, high-quality training and hands-on lab experiences using state-of-the-art dental equipment to prepare you for national certification. Our dental radiology and enhanced functions programs are approved by the Maryland State Board of Dental Examiners. And the program prepares you to pursue a degree in biology. The program is only 5 months long, and it has part 1, which is our basic dental assisting course. Part 2 is our dental radiology class. And then in the summer, you can come back to advance your skills, certification, and income by taking the expanded functions course. It's a general chairside course. It also prepares you for a rewarding career in dental hygiene or a degree, like I said, in biology. You do need to be 18 years of age, able to speak and understand standard American English, and demonstrate reading proficiency through testing or college credit. If you are bilingual, that's a plus. Now, your normal pay runs about close to $38,000 a year, but highly experienced workers can earn about $57,000. You have two. Now for our veterinary program, you have two options. We have a traditional program and we have an online program. The course content is identical. But I'll begin with the traditional program. The traditional program is only 4 months in length and begins, we offer it in the spring and fall semester. But a lot of times people think about the veterinary, they don't really consider it, but it is a very lucrative profession because our pets are treated more like members of the family now. They have special amenities, special diets, spas, grooming, pet hotels, dog parks, frequent flyer miles on airlines, special harnesses and strollers, apparel, and toys. And because of this trend, it has expanded the demand for trained vet assistants. Our program has been reviewed and supported by the Maryland Veterinary Medical Association and the Maryland Veterinary Technicians Association, and prepares you to work in animal care. It also prepares you for a degree in general studies in health sciences. Like I said, we offer a 4-month program, spring and fall. Classes are held on Tuesday and Thursday evenings from 6:30 to 9:30. And the program includes, the traditional program includes 44 hours of on-site clinical experience at a veterinary clinic, hospital, lab, or zoo. You will need scrubs and health insurance at the clinical site. Your salary considerations, normal pay starts off about $30,000, close to $31,000. But if you're highly experienced, you can earn about close to $42,000 a year. Of course, that depends on where you work. But if you're not interested in animal care, you might want to pursue a career as a physical therapy aide. Just as certified nursing assistants support the nurses, at the entry level, physical therapy aides provide support to the physical therapy assistant and physical therapists to provide vital healthcare assistance to patients needing therapeutic treatment to restore strength and mobility. Now, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the demand for physical therapy aides is expected to grow faster than average for all occupations due to our aging population, chronic conditions, and sports injuries. The entry-level program leads to our general studies degree in health sciences. It's a 2-part program provided in a convenient online format with training in clinical essentials. And then you have a 52-hour on-site clinical experience. In order to participate in your clinicals, you need to successfully complete the first online class with a 75% testing the first time. It's not like you get to test over and over. On the first test, you need to score at least a 75%. It's essentially an open book test. So, but it does provide the information you need to be a successful physical therapy aide. You do need to be 18, have a high school diploma or equivalent, CPR. For the healthcare professional, you need to be reading proficient and have reliable transportation. Some clinical sites may require shots or immunizations, background and drug screening, and of course, health insurance. Your normal pay runs about $23,000 or $24,000 a year, but your experienced worker can earn about $34,000. Of course, that depends on where you work. Now, last but certainly not least, our Introduction to Urban Commercial Agriculture provides a business opportunity. It's only 3 months long and offered only it starts in January through like March. It's a program that's offered in partnership with Echo City Farms, which is a nonprofit teaching and learning farm. And our online classes provide instruction on how to plan and design an urban farm, crop and soil science, composting, resource management, farm business planning, and more. Upon completion of the entire program, you will receive a certificate of completion. But this class is only part of a much larger program. Now, since this is a personal business opportunity, salary considerations are not available. Now, this is just a few of the continuing education healthcare opportunities available at Prince George's Community College. But if you're interested in certification and licensure in other healthcare fields, just contact me and I'll be happy to point you in the right direction. All of my spring licensure and certification classes have started, but summer and fall classes are right around the corner. So you should get started today. Our programs are flexible, and what's so good, what I like most about them is that it allows you to pursue a degree during the day and your continuing education, licensure and certification and other programs in the evening. The schedule is very flexible. So if you have any questions for me, I'm looking forward to seeing you soon, and just put them in the chat and I'm ready. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Yes, thank you. And the links to the program are found here on the screen, and you have a link to the presentation so you can get back to these links if you need them. Thank you so much for that presentation. All right, next up are the skilled trades, and Tamika Barber, AKA Mika, is going to talk to us about those trades.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you so much for taking time out of your day to join us today for this presentation. I hope you are enjoying what you're hearing thus far, and I would like to share with you some of the things that we offer at my location. My name is Tamika Barber, like she said, so I'm calling me Mika, and I am the office facility manager at our Skills Trade Center, Westphalia Training Center. We actually have about 5 extension centers which offer a variety of different trades or certifications or things that you can acquire. So if you are not hearing anything that you would like to know about that we haven't talked about yet, please still shoot us an email and we can direct you to the right person. But again, my name is Tamika Barber and I work at Westphalia Training Center. We offer the skills trades. We have another location as well called the Skills Trade Center that is on Old Branch Avenue, but we are located right off of Pennsylvania Avenue in Upper Marlboro on Westphalia Road, which is only about 10 minutes from our main Largo campus. Some of the things that we offer at the Westphalia Skills Trade Center is HVAC, electrical, all the courses listed, welding, locksmithing, F&P. If you don't know what F&P is, that's a facility management professional. And I can actually give a testimonial to that. I am actually taking those courses for my own certification because what? I need more money, right? And who don't want more money, okay, right? So facility management, and that is a national certification as well. We offer plumbing, building maintenance. We have a plethora of classes just to meet your needs. I also see we have a hair braiding, and we also offer makeup artistry for our younger generation who actually, they're killing it with the makeup artistry. And, you know, any avenue, anything I tell all of our students, the one thing you want to do is just have some skill set. You want to have something in your pocket, and just in case you don't, the government lay you off or something, you still have another career path that could actually continue to meet your needs and pay your bills. So we offer all of those certifications. How does that work? So at Westphalia, we really are striving to make sure that our certifications not only lead back to those pathways like my brother Marquino listed earlier, but that pathways mindset actually has you, you're doing your non-credit, but that can lead you into your associate's degree, or that can lead you into another something you didn't even think you could use the certification that you got over here that will help you make more money. So with the pathways, we really want students to understand that you're not wasting your time taking a certification course. Actually, the way the world is moving now, there are some people who just do not want to go to traditional college. So what do you need? You need to have something on paper, and what that is a certification. So a lot of our courses now, we've moved toward making sure that they are certification courses and that they're national certification courses, which means that if you move out of state, you still can work in another part of the country. So pardon me, because I wrote so much down. We do not accept financial aid, but again, this is an investment into your future. Our classes are very reasonably priced. We have it set up that, say for instance, if you do want to take Hvac, which is about a two-year program. If you decide to take that, you do not pay for the whole Hvac program at one time. You can actually pay for it as you go along throughout your classes. You could pay for each individual class. As long as you pay before the day your class starts, we will accept you. There's no placement test with us. And you probably did not know, you can be as young as 16 years old to take most of our classes. So that means even your children, if they're sitting around doing nothing, how about get them a skill set so that as they're graduating, not only are they taking advantage of that, the certification, they're also taking advantage of the scholarship opportunities that we have. And just the whole point is, we don't want to get in debt to have more money. We want to actually make more money. So PG is really serious about making things affordable and helping our community. Let's see. Most classes can be anywhere between 6 weeks to as long as 3 months, some classes, and usually the classes run one behind the other. So if you're in the electrical program, you'll start with your prerequisite class, which is called core. That is really an overview class for most of our skills trades. You take that class first. And in that class, you'll get your feet wet a little bit regarding safety, regarding the industry, and you will be able to hear about plumbing. You'll be able to hear about welding, electrical. You'll do a little bit of all of those different, just so you can make up your mind before you really decide what pathway you would like to take. Also with that, I lost my train of thought. I had something really exciting to tell you. I pray it come back. Okay, so it could be anywhere from 6 weeks to 2 months. And then, like I said, some of our welding program, we do a lot of different levels of welding. So you can come with us, get one certification in 4 months. We have a company that wanted our students as soon as they finish in those 4 months. So I'm not trying to sell you pipe dreams. I'm not trying to get you all excited, but it is very exciting to know that there are opportunities out here. Okay, segue. Okay, good job, Mika. And as well, the market is just wide open right now for skills trades. They need workers. They need people that have the skill set, which you get from us. Come to us, you get the skill set. And with that skill set, we can send you out, you can get that job, and you can be working. They don't have time to train people anymore. They don't have time to wait for them to get a 2-year degree. They want them to have that cert, and they want to put them to work. So it's a good opportunity for anybody. If you're confused or just, not sure what you want to do, just choose something. It's affordable. We'll walk with you every step of the way. You can shoot me an email. Another opportunity we have is the gear scholarship. Our courses, like I said, you do have to pay out of pocket, even though they're very affordable, but there is other opportunities like the Gear Scholarship. So the Gear Scholarship covers quite a few of our courses. I have a listing of that. If you want more information on that, there's my information right there. And those lovely pictures showing you some of my lab space. We would love to have you at Westphalia. If you want to talk about prices and not prices, but salaries. So the median for electrician, 55,000. Median for HVAC tech, 60,000. Median for a welder, 50,000. But like I say to my kids when I go to recruitments, we don't have to stop there. That means when you're coming in, you can make around, people make around that much. But if you have a business mindset and you want to be an entrepreneur one day and have your own company, this is the way you need to start. And we know once you are the owner, most HVAC master electricians and HVAC technicians are making those six figures, which makes a lot of people excited. So I hope I answered most of your questions. Yeah, if you have any other questions, again, my name is Tamika Barbour, and you can email us at Westphalia, and we'll be more than happy to help you.
Yes, thank you so much,
Thank
Tamika.
you.
Wonderful information. Next up, we have Jocelyn Kennedy, who's going to talk to us about the sustainable energy programs available at PGCC.
Yes, and thank you so much for having us, and for everyone for joining this just intro to the programs that we have at Prince George's Community College. Again, I'm Jocelyn Kennedy, and I am the program coordinator of our Sustainable Energy and Workforce Development Program at Prince George's Community College. And this program is a free training and certification opportunity brought in partnership with Prince George's County's Office of Central Services. So this initiative was to encourage and get more people in our community and our county certified and entering to enter this energy. This is an industry that is in demand, and what the partnership consists of is various levels of certification from entry to advanced for any resident in the county to apply and enter this program who are interested. This program covers your tuition, textbooks, and certification cost. Again, the sections of training that we offer are Building Performance Institute training, as well as we offer some certifications under NCCER. So these are all, yes, I said free. This is a free training program. For all of these areas listed, we have training and certification under each of these sections. We offer these trainings in both the spring and the fall semester. Our BPI training includes building science principles, building analyst, and envelope professional. And those certifications, the building science principles course is our foundational entry-level course. And this class will show you the basic foundations of energy efficiency, and you'll be able to finish that class with the building science principles certification, being able to do assessments of people's homes. The building analyst certification allows you to actually audit people's homes, and that certification is also entry level. So if you don't want to start with the building science principles, you can come in for our building analyst course and be able to take that training and certification. And then lastly, under BPI, we offer an envelope professional training. This certification will allow you to not only do assessments, but be able to actually conduct the performance to weatherize and seal people's homes. So those are our BPI certification training programs. Our building science principles course has started. That class started last Thursday, but our building analyst training will begin on March 30th. That's a 7-week training course. And our envelope professional training is an additional 4 weeks after that. So we offer them consecutively. So if you're interested in taking all of them, you have the opportunity to take all of them, or if you just want one, you can apply for one of those courses. let's see. So I think that's everything for our BPI certification. And our NCCER, we offer solar, intro to solar course. This course, you go through basic knowledge on photovoltaic systems and how they operate. You leave this training with the certification at the end of the course. It's also 7 weeks. This class begins on Monday, March 1st. It's a 7-week training course. And our courses are 2 days a week in the evenings. So that's our solar course. We also offer electric vehicle specialist training and certification. This is the certification is the ASE certification. We prep students for that. If you're an automotive technician, if you're in that field, this course gives you thorough training and preparation for that certification. So I know many of you may have heard the conversations or new legislation about electric vehicles. Maryland is part of a agreement of, I believe, 9 other states to have about 300,000 electric vehicles in the state by 2025. So with that legislation, there's going to be a need for automotive technicians, electric vehicle technicians who can work on those cars. So we're definitely projecting seeing a rise in the need for automotive technicians. So please, if you're interested in that program, you can take this course along with some of the other automotive classes that Tony mentioned. And lastly, we have our Maryland Home Improvement License and Preparation course. So this course was a part of our program for those who are interested in entrepreneurship. And if you get your weatherization or solar or BPI certification and you want to pursue independent contracting or working for yourself, the Maryland Home Improvement License and Prep course, we encourage students to take that class if you're interested in the home improvement industry. Let's see. So again, our classes are also offered all virtually. Our classes are all being offered remote right now. The solar and electric vehicle do have some components where you may have small groups that meet on Saturdays for the practical hands-on learning component that's required for the certification. But outside of that, all of our classes are now offered remotely. Let's see. From usually Monday through Thursday from 6 to 9 p.m. and some Saturdays, as I mentioned. So the application can be found on the website listed here, pgcc.edu/SEWDP. And if you want any more details on any of our upcoming trainings and the dates, they can be found on our website. And please feel free to reach out to me for any questions. And thanks again.
Thanks so much, Joycelyn. I think we have a few questions in the chat.
Okay.
Yep. Somebody asked, was it free? You said yes.
Yes.
So good to have that. Are there any more sustainable energy questions? No, we had some automotive questions. Okay. Well, we'll save the other questions for the end. And we'll continue in our presentation. Last but certainly not least, we have the adult education program. Let me see, I think we have one other question. Someone asked, is the sustainable energy program free for a limited time or is it free all the time?
It's free all the time as long as we're offering this program. So again, our applications are open now for this spring semester, and then we'll offer the same courses in the fall. So yes, it is always free for Prince George's County residents.
Thank you, Joycelyn. So now we have Latoya Harper-Williams, and she's going to be talking to us about the adult education program.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Jocelyn. I'm getting all this good information from everyone. So it's great for me to be on here as well because I'm Latoya Harper-Williams, and I am the Career Education Adult Advisor for the Adult Education Program. And let me just give you a little bit about my job. My job is to take our students and to refer them to all the programs that you just learned about today. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about our program and show you how we kind of do that. So I'm going to start first with the ESL class. So we have like an ESL program. That's our English as a second language program. So we get all these adult students who are trying to learn English. They come to us. We give them testing. We take them through some things. And one good thing about our program is we do get a grant, and we do have free classes up until level 4. They have to pay a little bit, but they get some classes for free. And so we help them get acclimated into this whole environment, learn English and things like that. So after we do that, then we also have, for our adult, I'm going to start with that program first. We go into our transition ESL program. So this is for students who finish our basic level program. Our basic level program starts at level A. So that's basically students who know very little English. By the time they get to level 5, their English and vocabulary and conversation has expanded. So then they go into our transition program. So our transition program focuses on a specific focus. So a lot of our students come here because they want to go to college, but they quite didn't get into the first program they went to register to go to college. So they come back to learn more English before they take the college placement test. Or they're working and their English is okay, but the employer is like, we need them a little more writing or email or conversations. They come back and take classes. Or when they finish level 5, we don't want them to go backwards. So we move them forward and they just want to continue to learn English and expand their vocabulary, conversation, and things like that so they can acclimate in the world and move forward. So that's kind of how our program works. So I did not put this here, but let me tell you what we have done under the grant. We have now some career exploration courses for these students, okay? And once they get to level 4 or 5 and their scores are high enough, we give them basic skills tests. We have 3 programs that partner with continuing education. One is our child care program. It's absolutely free to students who qualify. And we have our certified nursing assistant program, which is absolutely free. Again, I keep saying to students who qualify, because we'll give you a test and they're free on our side. And last but not least, we have partnered with our Culinary Arts program where we can do baking and then cooking and get all this cooking and food, where they can do those classes as well and get the Safe Serve license and things like that. So right now, and I keep saying right now, because we are grant funded, those programs are free to our students. And so I'm happy to say that I've done one of these before. It has been lovely because our Culinary Arts and our Certified Nursing Assistant programs are completely full. In childcare, we just sent up a list and we are completely full. So about every 6 months, depending on the program, we run a new program. So we get students from those programs. That gives them an avenue of somewhere to go. So with our childcare program, a lot of them finish. They go on to the 2-year degree to get the associates in education. So same thing with Culinary Arts, and the same thing with the Certified Nursing Assistants. Some of them are actually going into our nursing program. So we're really excited about that. And to look at Mika, I'm looking at her, it's awesome because I refer a lot of students to her trade programs. Okay, some of them come from our ESL department. So I'm going to move on to our GED programs. And this is for students who did not get their Maryland high school diploma. So we offer free programs for them. The preparation classes are entirely free. However, when they take the test, they do have to pay that, that fee that they have to pay to take each test to pass. There's 4 tests. So basically, when they come to our programs, we prep them. There's 3 programs they can do. We have what I just call our traditional GED program, where they'll take a Monday, Wednesday math class or a Monday, Wednesday English class, so they can develop their skills and pass the test, all 4 tests, to move on and get their Maryland high school diploma, because Maryland gives a high school diploma. Then also, we have our NEDP program, the National External Diploma Program. This is for more elevated students who almost finished and can do some online preparation work with just an advisor to help them and do it on their own. So that program, we refer really high students and they move forward and hopefully get their actual diploma within 6 months. However, we did open up a new program, which is it's been around for a couple of years, our Bridge to High School Diploma. This one focuses mostly on ESL, English as a second language students, and we kind of give them a variety of different subjects to study and get them prepared to take the actual test to pass it. Some of them pass it just from that program, or they're moved over to our GED traditional program to get more preparation to pass. So very excited for those programs moving smoothly, and we do have students moving forward in that. And so I kind of skipped the gun. I talked about career exploration, but I wanted to kind of tie that on in there. So Now we're looking into our career exploration courses are mostly for our English as a second language students, but we're looking into broaden that horizon and expand them to all of our adult education students if we can, if grant allows. So we're doing all of that. Then we also, we also offer specialized tutoring. It's for both programs, adult education and GED. And we do that on a need by need basis, and we do that as well. And then last but not least, our literacy program focuses on those students who are just really, really having problems with learning and reading and things like that. And so we do that so when they do decide to go to college, that they can bypass some of the developmental classes and go straight into the classes. So we offer an array of things. And so this is what we do. And then afterwards, my job, my complete job is to take those students and to refer them to our automotive programs, which I've sent people to all of our different types of programs, our trade programs. And I know Mika's telling the truth because I've sent someone for electrician. He's almost done. He's excited about his salary. So refer them to computers, all those things. So that is my whole job, to refer them, because they're going to come to us for adult education for either GED or ESL. But after that, where do they go from there? So my job is to move them and give them hope, to let them know that they can move on from just taking courses in those programs. So thank you so much for your time. Enjoyed it. This has been awesome. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. And if you need more information, the contact information is at the bottom of this slide. So thank you for that, Latoya. So we have come to the end of our presentation. Here again is the link to the slides that you just saw today, if you want to refer back to those slides. And now's the time for any questions that you may have. So if you type those in the chat, we can get to those questions.
Yes, so one question was answered in the chat, but I'm just gonna go ahead and ask it again. It was, how many females are in the automotive program? So that was one of the first questions that we had.
Yes, we do get females from time to time. The majority of our students are male, but we have seen females come into the program. I couldn't really give you an exact number. We've been running the program for years, but I'd say it's probably in the 10% range, if I had to guess.
Okay.
Any other questions?
The next question, can anyone participate in the literacy program if they need help with reading proficiency?
Hi, Zachary. I responded to the question. This literacy program is specifically for adult education students, but I believe Ms. Adrian, you can contact me because I do think we have an alternative for that, but this one is mostly for our adult education students.
Thank you for that. Any other questions? We have about 20 minutes left.
One question, how do you register for the HVAC skill trade?
So for the HVAC courses, like I mentioned earlier, it's a prerequisite that you would take. So what I really did want to talk about, but I was mindful of the time, was how things are moving with COVID right now. So because our trade programs are very hands-on programs, we have really had to shift and adjust. We are still moving forward with classes, but it's kind of moving at a slower pace. I wanted to give you the information so that you can know. We're hoping that by the summer that we'll be back up and running and be able to just really ramp back up again. So what that would look like, if that's what happens, right? What that would look like is it's as simple as signing up for your core prerequisite class. I can tell you up front, the core class is about $1,000. But again, that's a low investment for you to get the certification in HVAC. I believe core may possibly be covered under the GEAR scholarship as well. So whoever put the question, please reach out to me, email me, and I can get you that scholarship information. You can ask me any extra questions. But for most of our programs, there's no placement test. It's as simple as you registering for your class. You will come to your class, and it varies 6 weeks to 2 months. And then you continue to register for your courses. I hope I answered it fully.
So the next question was, does PGCC have a transfer program to Capital Technology University?
So if you're talking about a specific program, I would recommend actually just double checking to see what you're interested in. And I can also talk with you a bit offline. But as far as transferring, it looks like the credit should transfer. When I saw the question, I actually double checked the certification, the accreditation. So it looks like it is a regionally accredited institution. So most times if you're going to stay in that same career path and they have like a bachelor's level degree, oftentimes you can transfer your credits over smoothly once they're a regionally accredited institution. But like I said, you can follow up with me by sending me an email offline. And if you have specific questions about a particular program, I can inquire with one of our transfer advisors and get you connected with them to get more details.
Okay. The next question was, is the college still offering teacher certification?
Yes, so we do still offer that on the credit side. So if you're already an instructor, you want to do the teacher recertification, we also have that, but we do still have the teacher certification. If you want to actually contact somebody in the department, I'm going to put the email in the chat and they can actually talk with you about your transcript, basically, and pretty much just come to PGCC, what you'll need after you complete the application and set up our link, and what you'll have to take after that to get that taken care of. But I hope you can see education advisor at pgcc.edu. And again, if you need me to intervene or help out, just send me an email as well.
The next question was, can you share the qualifications for the GEAR Scholarship?
Marquino, you want to take that one? He said no.
I'm unfortunately not as well versed on that. I do apologize.
Pretty much you would have to be affected by the COVID pandemic in some way as far as your job is concerned. If you were laid off a job or you are having difficulty finding jobs because of COVID, you have to be a Maryland resident. Those are some of the qualifications right there. There aren't too many actually. So, you know, if you have some of those individual qualifications I just mentioned, chances are you are eligible. You also have to have a clean balance with the college. If you have any previous classes you have taken and you have a balance due, you will have to pay that off before you're eligible. That's about it.
Thank you, Tony. And can I say too, whoever put that, please send me an email. It's about 4 pages long. I can send you the qualifications and the information by email. Thank you.
The next question, I believe, has the bus transportation changed to the Westphalia campus?
Oh, that's for me. So with transportation, again, no, bus transportation, that has not changed. A lot of the students that we have, they do drive. I personally do not recommend students walking to the campus. It's not that far off of Pennsylvania Avenue, so we do have students who do get off. The bus does let you off right at Pennsylvania Avenue where the overpass is, and you have to walk down. But a lot of students actually lift as well. So it's options, but as far as a direct bus coming in front, not yet. That's hope on that one.
The next question was, does PGCC still have non-credit courses in the food industry?
So we do still have some continuing education culinary courses. If you wanted to go into like the Serve Safe course, as was mentioned earlier, we do have that. But if you just want to take a few classes for like personal enrichment, there are some continuing education courses. As of right now, though, I apologize. I would have to just double check really quickly to see if we have any ongoing right now due to the pandemic. But yeah, we do normally have those for personal enrichment.
Okay. Another question is, how long is the FMP certification program?
The FMP certification program is how long you make it, to be honest. So what we do at the college is facilitate the training or the teaching of the course. So you got your stack book about that big for you to study the material, but we have an instructor that comes once a month. So we hold a F&P course on a weekend once a month. So it's a total of 4. So that would be 4 months for you to take it. Now, if you're real sharp and you take it in and you pass your test, it'll be 4 months total. But if you're like me, that I need a little longer to absorb all that good information to run the facility, then it may take you a little bit longer. But the classes are on a Friday and Saturday once a month.
And I'm sorry if I may follow up. So we do have some non-credit culinary courses, like I said, for personal enrichment right now. Grilling basics, desserts, cooking and single. They're being offered this spring to about early summer. And they're posted right now on our link. And while I do have the floor, may I also add, I posted a link earlier for one of the scholarships. The Envision Success Scholarship is an excellent scholarship. It does help offset the cost for a lot of students that have completed our GED program at PGCC, and they're interested in continuing their education on the credit side and pursuing a degree. So if you want to check that out and see if you can possibly get some money, I've posted the link earlier in the chat. So that is an excellent scholarship opportunity for you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
And Zachary, I also wanted to add to the FNP. I did not mention earlier, we also offer construction management. So facility management is different from construction management. So with the construction management, even though you can take it on our end and get your certification for it, but it's actually hosted by our credit side. But we kind of merge those two together to give a pathway again. So if you're interested in construction management, you can email me as well.
Someone asked if somebody can provide a link to the culinary courses in the chat.
All right, so I'll put the steps on how to find it, because unfortunately a thing with WebAdvisor, that's the portal we use, when you try to copy links that have been processed through a search, it doesn't always allow the user to just open it up. So I can put the steps on how to pull it up if that will be okay.
Yes, I think that would be okay.
All right, so let me put that in there.
Kelly gave a really nice comment. She said, PGCC is an excellent learning institution for anyone needing CEUs or any other professional development, a quality education without breaking the bank. Exactly. Thank you for that comment, Kelly. We hope this resource has been very helpful to everyone participating today. We know that professional development and college courses can be very expensive, so we wanted to bring an affordable option to everyone in the county to explore further.
And this is also a great opportunity for you all to kind of see what kind of different career paths are available for you out there. And we don't have to just kind of just stop with just, going to college. There's, your licensing, your certification, and your continuing education that continue to, benefit you in your career path.
Yes. So if you have more questions, we have about 9 more minutes. We can answer any other questions that you may have. Just place them in the chat. Thank you for that comment, W.M. Clements. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you, Kelly. Carlisle. Toya, thank you, everyone. We'll just wait a few more minutes to see if anybody else has any more questions. And if not, we will wrap it up and let everyone go. Remember, yes.
Hi, Shannon, excuse me. I brought up the frequently asked questions about the GEAR scholarship. If you wanted me to share my screen, I brought it up, and anybody that was interested could take a look at those questions and get a little bit more information.
Yes, let me see if I can allow you to share. I'm going to make you the host so you can share your screen.
Okay. Can you see it now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So this is the 10 frequently asked questions about the scholarship. It's the governor of the state of Maryland established this scholarship to help our Maryland residents who have been impacted by COVID through loss of a job, reduction in work hours, or challenges finding a new employment. Who's eligible? Anyone whose job or job search has been impacted. You need proof of current Maryland residency, documents that we need, just one from this list. Courses that you can take. There's specific courses that you can take, but there's so many opportunities that are available that you can apply for funding for, and I can show you the approved course listing. You can use it to pay for your tuition, your books, your lab, credentialing, exam fees. The deadline is coming up for the spring semester. It's February the 26th, which is Friday of this week. But there are going to be separate deadlines for the summer and fall. So you know the summer classes are coming up, fall classes are coming up. So you definitely, if you see that you're eligible, you've been impacted, please apply. If you're already paid, then you can get reimbursed. You may still be qualified for tuition. You can be reimbursed too. And to apply, there's a GEAR scholarship application. Just go to our scholarships and apply. Upload your documents. And if you need an application, you can go to GEARS. It's instead of just GEAR, but it's an S on it, at pgcc.edu. And then here's a phone number that you can get information from as well. So I hope that was informative. And if
Adrian, do you have the list?
Yes, I do.
Can you show that too?
Sure. Hold on just a minute. Let me pull it up for you. Okay. We're going to go to, okay, it's coming up. And here we go here. Okay, I'm going to share my screen again. And here is the list. As you can see, we have management courses, human resource courses, payroll, project management, real estate, of course, transportation. Mr. Tony Merrill's classes are here. More classes in transportation. If you want to go forklift, backhoe, motorcycle, early childhood, healthcare. Of course, you'll see the certified nursing program, patient care tech, EKG, all types of medical billing and medical office assistant, phlebotomy, Of course, my classes in dental assisting is on the list. My pharmacy tech class is on the list. Physical therapy is on the list. Veterinary assistant, right there. Then we have Mika's classes are there. HVAC is there. Plumbing is there. Welding is there. Construction and skilled trades is there. Your electrical programs are there. Your locksmithing, carpentry. Your core skills class is eligible. Electrical. We have our computer and information technology opportunities all available by scholarship. So, you know, these are outstanding career licensure and certification programs that are approved. And this is just one funding opportunity of many more. We have the Promise Scholarship if we're just out of high school. We have the Professional Education Scholarship if you're in healthcare. We have the Workforce Development Sequence Scholarship, which is scholarship, scholarship, scholarship. Then we have Employ Prince George's that has a pathway to you not only getting the free education and training at the college, but then they will help you with your job search and employment, all of that. So continuing education is a way, like I said, to get some skills out there. Mika, get some skills and some training out there that you can go to work. You can get this training and go right to work, put food on the table right away. We also always enjoy our credit programs, but while you're working on your credit program, you can be using these opportunities to fund your credit program and to do other things. So I just wanted to share that with you. Thank you.
Thanks, Adrian, and thanks everyone who attended our wonderful program tonight. We are at the 6:30 mark, which means we're at the end of our program. We enjoyed presenting this information to you. We hope you take advantage of it. In the chat, we have provided you a link to the presentation, which I'll provide it to you again here so that you can access it in the future. Feel free to email any of our presenters with any questions that you may have. We hope to re-air this program at a later date so that people who were unable to attend are able to view it and get more information about these wonderful resources. Again, thank you, PGCC staff. We really enjoyed having you today. This information was very informative, and we hope that members of the county will take advantage of these wonderful programs. So we're going to end it for now. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful night.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yes, yes.
We look forward to seeing you soon.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Great information. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
So Adrian, if you could transfer the host back over to me, I can stop the recording.
Definitely.
Thanks everyone for attending.
Thank you, everybody.
Take care, everybody.